Setting up for a live podcast, y'all. Be with us live. Check us out. What up, world? We setting up right now. Gotta make sure everything's to the T for you guys. Yep. Can I hear myself? Let's pull this down. Hear myself pretty well.
Yeah. Make sure that's okay. I can't be behind it. Make sure it's good. So.
Okay.
I just have to do a test, so I can leave that shit up there, and then we don't even know that shit recording this the whole time.
Hurry up. Did you put it on the airplane mode? This guy is horrible. He got y'all sitting here looking at nothing.
Want me to shake it for you too?
He done broke it. Radio Active Live Podcast. Starting here soon. As soon as we can get Aubrey to hurry his ass up.
Bro, I'm you see what I'm doing? Shit, I'm trying to make sure he gets it.
You don't make the phone do something now.
There we go.
Can you hear? Can you hear? Check out, see me here. Can y'all hear us? Can y'all hear us? What up, Q? See me here.
It really chaps my ass.
You know what? I like this one.
Won't you just go over? What the hell?
You're right. Doing too much. I'm just gonna keep it there. I like that one. Make sure your phones is all the way up. What the fuck you looking at me for?
Oh man, all right. What up, world? This is Radio Active Podcast. It's your host, Ace Boogie.
Hey, what's the damn deal, man? This your dude, Lambo Warren, aka LilArby.com, aka. If you're watching, you know what I just did. Let's go.
Okay, well, I didn't hit the record button. What up, world? It's your boy Ace Boogie.
Exactly what I said the last time. Nah, yo, what up, man? It's your dude, LilArby.com, aka Lambo Warren. What's the deal?
This is a Radio Active Podcast, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Aubrey, how you feeling today?
Man, I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling good. Shout out to my dude, Juwan Michael, man. We just got in the lab and just dropped a banger. You feel me? A banger, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to my dude, Juwan Michael, up there in Austin. He from the tongue, but you know what I'm saying? He in at ATX right now. What's the deal?
I see. No, man, life is good, man. Life is good. It's nice and sunny.
It was cold this morning, though.
Hello. Wait, I went to the Taste, man, and, you know, it rained early in the day, and then it was cool. And then it was, you know, got a little
today.
Warm. Man, I'm talking about yesterday, man. I was at the Taste yesterday, and it was all right, man. Like,
I was busy.
It got cold as I don't know.
Last night, right? I was at a video shoot last night, bro.
Nowhere.
I was at a video shoot last night with my dude Juwan Michael, and yeah, I had a coat. I didn't have no jacket. I had a coat on with the hood and everything. Yeah, it was cold. It was cold.
I don't know where that came from. Like, this weather is playing tricks on us. Like,
y'all don't like
shit
it. There we go. Y'all don't like this weather. My mic.
So, guys, story time.
Okay, what's the deal?
You know, I like to tell my stories, you know what I'm saying? So I want to tell y'all about how...
Photosynthesize, stop!
I want to talk to y'all about how me and Aubrey first met.
Okay, how we first meet, bro?
Highlands High School.
Uh-huh.
So, Aubrey came in, I want to say, like, somewhere around second semester. Where were you at first?
Probably Sam Houston.
At Sam Houston?
I think so.
I need you to
I
go
think I
back.
was at Sam Houston. There we go.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I was at Sam. I had to switch mics, y'all.
But anyway, like I was saying though, so yeah, Aubrey came in, you know, second semester. Anyway,
Ninth grade. This was ninth grade.
Ninth grade.
Right? Yeah.
Second semester, ninth
What
grade.
was that?
I didn't know who the hell this guy was.
That was
Anyway,
at
I'm
Sam.
sitting down, I'm chopping it up at the breakfast table with this female, me and her talking, you know, having a good old conversation.
These are true. This is
Yes,
true so
yes.
far. So
And-
far, he's telling the truth.
So out of nowhere, this guy comes out of nowhere, just interrupting the conversation. And he's talking, you know, and then he looks down at me. He looks down.
What did I look at, AC?
He looks down at my shoes and he begins to roast me.
First off, let's stop there. We're not just gonna let him just jump over. I looked at his shoes, bro. This dude used to come to school. Remember, I don't know if y'all remember the East Commerce shoes, the Dub shoes, East Houston shoes. Remember they used to sell the
What
shoes.
you got off the corner?
The ones you get off the corner, you get 2 for $20. Remember, y'all remember those? AC was the king of these shoes. One, he used to come to school with one black one on and one white one. Like
I
he
thought
really
cool.
doing something.
I
Like,
thought I was cool.
and then look, these are the kind he had. I will never forget. He had K Air. So they're not K Swiss. They're not Air Nikes. These are K Airs. And he had the black ones and the white ones. Continue with your story. So now that we know what shoes you had on.
So this guy comes out of nowhere. He's roasting. He's roasting me for my shoes. And I'm like, who the hell is this guy? He seen me talking like, what the hell? Where does he come from? You know what I'm saying? So I'm finishing the conversation and I proceed to go into the locker room.
True.
So I'm going,
Still true.
I'm going into the locker room because I played football at the time. So I'm into the locker room.
Track. That was not football. Do not play. That was track.
Was it?
That was track. Do not
Second
play.
semester, you're right.
That was track,
It
boy.
It was track.
He said
Oh, no.
football.
Yeah, it was track. You're right. So it was track. And I'm going into the locker room. You know, so I took my food with me. And this motherfucker, he horsing around, playing. He just, you know, if you know Aubrey, you know he played too much, goddamn me. So he's sitting there playing.
Watch how you handle me. Quit putting my business out there in the street like that, though.
He's sitting there playing, man, and he drops my plate. He makes me drop my plate, man. Now, if you know me, you know I don't play about my food.
True.
You know what I'm saying? So as soon as I drop my plate, man, I give him probably the look of death. Aubrey, what did it look like to you?
It looked like I was about to die. I don't know this man, but immediately I said, I'm sorry. My bad, bro.
I was hot, okay? Breakfast too is first meal of the day. It's like, it's important.
And I don't even eat breakfast. So I don't think it was that important.
He could have gave me his shirt.
He right. Did I become your best friend, though?
We became the bestest of friends, man.
So
I
shout
mean,
out
we going, 15 years strong?
Exactly, bro. Exactly. So shout out to me dropping your plate.
Man, nah,
I'm the best. Hey, I'm the best friend you got. Like I'm whatever friend you got, I'm the bestest. Whoever his friend is, whoever is AC's friend in the world, I'm the best. Like facts.
Why did you come over there bothering me anyway?
Because, bro, you know what? It was something about you that I was feeling your energy and everything, bro. And I guess at that time I wasn't wise enough to just come up and be like, hey, bro, let's kick it. And you know what I'm saying? I didn't know how to make the proper introduction. So I think it was just more of me horsing around. That was my introduction. I would say it was a gift and a curse because I shouldn't have done that. But then we got 15 years out of it.
So
you get what I'm saying?
Okay, well, what made you want to hang out with me?
You had all you honestly. This one thing I could say about Acey. As raggedy as he never. No, I will say that he never came to school raggedy. He used to have the driest S curl, and then he'll put a do rag on, and then the back of it will still be out. So picture putting a do rag on a fro, and then the back of it's still out, but it's an S. Like he was just raggedy, but he had all the girls. I don't know why they liked him. Like, and I'm popular. I'm cool. I dress like. He had literally. You did. You had every female. So I think that's what it was a little bit too. Like, let me go with the females.
I'm gonna tell you what it was. I was a virgin, and I was scared.
I was a virgin too. Shit.
I know, but I was scared to even get on. You know, take it there. You know what I'm saying? So I was really being friends with these women. Like I'm really having real conversations.
And I know, but the crazy part is they was really his friend too.
Yeah,
like they hanging out. Like, what you doing after school? And I'm thinking, y'all about to hang together after school, and then what?
The goose?
Nothing, just hang. Like, dang, he really got all the women. Like, you really did. Like, that's the truth. He He really had all the women.
They say I was looking like Lorenz Tate. I don't know, but that's what I look like. They say you look like Lil Flip.
Yeah, hey, I used to have my hair braided like him and everything. Remember me and Ebony Brother used to go back and forth on who the biggest Lil Flip fan? Like, nigga, I'm the biggest Lil Flip fan, nigga. Yeah. But yeah, that's why I hung out with you, bro. Initially, it was your energy was dope. You know what I'm saying? And then you, out of all, even the jocks and everyone, he did run track, but out of all the jocks and baseball players and everyone, Acey did have for some reason is just like all the ladies was hanging with you for some reason. And who I'm gonna hang with? I'm about to hang with him. I'm about to go hang with that guy. And yeah, we 15 years in now.
The reason why I brought this up, man, because I wanted to talk about style, man. To some people, style is important.
And Acey has
to some
none.
People like me, style is not important.
Remember that see-through shirt you used to wear that had the dragon on it?
You gotta bring up the mesh.
He used to have a mesh collar shirt. This boy had a mesh collar shirt, black, and it was black on one side, red on the other, with a dragon on it.
I was trying to be kind of a blood or something. I don't know.
It was see-through. It was like why are you wearing this?
But why is style important? Why is style important to you in general?
I guess it's more of when you got feeling good or looking good is feeling good kind of.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you ever been ready to go somewhere and you don't got an edge up or you're not looking right? Your whole demeanor and your whole, you just down. Mm-hmm. But then I done been raggedy and had an edge up. Like, you get what I'm saying? It feel good. It feel like nothing could stop me. You get what I'm saying? I think, and it shouldn't matter what people think about you, but I think that the way that you carry yourself, the way that you dress, that also has something to do with the way that you truly are. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you look nice, most likely, you know what I'm saying, there's something about you where you have a sense of standard for yourself. Like, I'm not about to be seen.
Is there a downfall letting your style dictate your attitude?
Well, I'm letting your style like in a negative way?
Meaning, if you're not fly today, obviously your attitude is going to be different.
Not at all, because see, with me, it's more on anything could be fly. See, like, when you know how to dress, you're never tacky. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, I could just wear some sweats, some house shoes, and a shirt, and then it's really about how you accent. I probably throw on a nice hat. My socks probably match my shirt. I probably got on a Nike shirt and Nike shirt. Like, it really has something to do with if your confidence is already there, if you're already used to dressing nice, and you are, and I'm not saying I'm the best dresser or I'm decent, like I dress, but yeah, I don't think that it has something necessarily to do with my day is down. You know what I'm saying? Because I look good all the time. As long as my shoes are clean, I'm good. As long as I got a clean shoe.
There's people in a sense that's like as if they're keeping up with the Joneses, man. They gotta have the flyers. They gotta be fly all the time. And at the same time, it's like, first of all, you go broke just to be fly.
I would say those people are insecure.
Insecurity?
Yeah, those people are insecure. See, with you, I can say this. With you, even though you have no style, your security level is through the roof.
Right.
So that kind of balances it out.
Right.
So you get what I'm saying? So I can't really sit there and say, oh yeah, if you have no style, you're gonna be down, because you're always happy. You have 0% style. but you get what I'm saying? But your confidence is through the roof. Like, beautiful brother. Like, you get what I'm saying? Other than style, if you take the clothes away from it, from how how you dress, I will still love you. Like, you still the same person. It's just first impression when I look at you. Like, look at this dude's shoes. Acey asked me, he said, hey, should I wear my shoes, or should I wear my pants over my shoes or tucked in? And then look, he pop up, and guess how he got him? He got him tucked over his boots. I said, boy, if you don't stop, Acey has no style. But again,
that's the thing is style is just completely not important to me. It's like, it's all about my confidence.
You're right, but you would go somewhere. Listen, Acey's the type of guy that would take like some Air Force Ones and turn them into house shoes. Like you get what I'm saying? When he's like, okay, it's not important to you, but it's certain things that he does that's just ridiculous. It's just like, why are you doing that? We'll still
go holler at you in that.
True. Acey, remember we used to play that game? Let's see if we can get a number.
Yeah.
It used to be the ugliest girl. It wouldn't even be bad. We'll go to the ugliest female and say, hey, I bet you can get a number, and go get a number. And Acey, honestly, he never brought home an ugly female. He always brought home the baddest. And I just be looking at him like, bro, right now you just turned them Timberlands into flip flops. I don't know what it is, bro, but that's the truth. So I think you gotta have one or the other. You can't be, if you have no confidence and you dress bad, you get what I'm saying?
So then that means style doesn't matter. Confidence is what matters overall.
Exactly.
Okay.
You're right.
Okay.
I would say confidence is what it is.
I'm with you on that, man. For real. I still ain't got no style.
You have no style.
But I got people like you to help me out. Okay, so Nipsey Hussle, my man. Nipsey Hussle.
I know, bro. That
shit.
That did hurt. I don't even hurt when rappers like. I've never been hurt when all of my favorite rappers are still alive, right? So I haven't been hurt. Nipsey, I've been following him for a while, for like 5, 6, 7 years now. You know what I'm saying? I kind of got on Nipsey a little after like I was on like Mac Dre and all that, and of course they're two different genres. It's hip hop, but it's two. Mac Dre on the hyphy and Nipsey Hussle more on the lyrical tip on the spitting. But I was really into Nipsey, and to hear that happened, I'm not gonna lie, that my heart dropped when I heard about that, bro.
What's crazy, man, is I didn't know Nipsey for his music. I knew Nipsey for the things he was doing in his community, seeing him on the news, seeing clips of what he was doing, and I enjoyed that. I'm like a little activist myself, what I mean. So I enjoy seeing that. That made me feel good to see another black man doing that. So for me, I knew him on a whole different level, and the fact that he had even two sides alone as one man is like, that's great alone within itself. What
I don't like is how they tried to make it everything is a conspiracy. They were like, yeah, he did the Dr. Sebi this and that. I was like, bro. You don't think there was anything odd about any of it? You just think it was just a gang member doing what he did and that's it? I don't something like that. I don't go that. I got other things to worry about to think that deep into what happened. The man passed and he passed. Now, why he did, like, dead is dead. It's sad. You get what I'm saying? Now, dead, whether because of this or because of that, dead is dead. You can't go into the ground and have a secondary death or have a tier 1 death or dead is dead. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if what had anything to do with it. Now, I do say if you were to die, right? When Josh Den passed, my best friend passed and died. No one knows how. What do you think we thinking? There's so many conspiracy, and it could have been he just stopped breathing. You know what I'm saying? So I tend not to because that'll fuck with me. Like, you get what I'm saying? So I don't know. I'm taking it for what it is. Someone came up, popped them, and that's what it was. No one would ever know because we wasn't, Yeah,
but it's still kind of fishy. The fact that usually this man has security. Just so happened he said that one of his partners got out of jail, prison, whatever, and he was taking him to the store to get some clothes. You know what I'm saying? Just random, quick, in a hurry. He did that, and just so happened this guy came at that same exact time. It's just like, what's the odds you came at the day that there's no security? And then the fact of you say you did the shooting, the fact you ran away, you came back. How do you know when you come back? Because they said that he checked him and he made him leave, and then the guy came back. How did he know when he was coming back that there wasn't gonna be a whole squad of goons out there?
You're right, but that's what I'm saying right there.
To me, it looked like he came back with confidence. Like he knew what his mission was.
It's such a sad situation. Like I said, I hate that, bro. That's something that really touched me, right? But at the same time, we can kind of pinpoint a little bit of where it came from. Like, I hate that happened, but when we throw on the conspiracy, we know that he had words with this man prior to that, saying, "Hey, you snitching, get out of here." So maybe it just derived. I know that, but maybe his feelings was hurt. I don't know. But what I'm saying is the man initially didn't come there even talking about Dr. Savage. You get what I'm saying? True. So it's like if I come up to you right now and you see me and we have an altercation and then I dip and then I come back and do something to you. And then it just so happened that you were working on reviving the East Side.
But the thing is, you came back to me. Now, mind you, I'm a famous person. Why wouldn't your thought be like, oh, I wouldn't just go back up there because he might have so and so and so and so and so and so up there. Like, how do you know? I'm sorry, if you're famous, Aubrey,
right?
And there is no come back and do something to you because there's no telling what you.
I know, but we looking at it. It's too again. I don't know, but we looking at it, and again, we could speculate all day. We could fucking speculate all day. Nipsey was somebody in his community that was not just a pillar of the community. He's somebody that you can touch. You get what I'm saying? Like I say that to say he's at his store. You'll see Nipsey at the store. You'll see Nipsey. He owned that whole little swap meet area right there. So I'm not saying that he didn't. I'm just saying that the reason that Nipsey, I feel that he was so loved. Of course, he's loved around the world, but loved so much on Crenshaw and loved so much in Los Angeles is because you were able to actually go and see him, talk to him. And of course, we know he's a celebrity, but he's one of the celebrities that you probably pop up at the store and he'll be at the store. Like, you get what I'm saying? Not saying anything with security or not. So when you say, and again, I don't know, it's dead is dead. Like, fuck why and fuck who, dead is dead. Like, that don't make him any more alive with a conclusion that we could come up with that makes sense to us. He's still gonna be as much as dead as he is, which is sad. But he wasn't someone that you never see. So you never, like, it could have been that dude. It could have been somebody walking into the store and just had a shootout with somebody else, and he got hit with a stray. Like, because he's there. So again, of course, this. I guess I see it more of what if per se Nipsey was the president. You would not think that you're gonna get a second chance to hit up the president like that. You know what I'm saying? That's the part that bothers me. And again, I'm agreeing with you. You're right, but at the same time, he was not maneuvering like the president. He was maneuvering like he stands up for his people, and that's one thing that's why I'm saying that's why everyone loved Nipsey, because he wasn't one of them celebrities to where I'm Hollywood and I'm not fucking with you. He was. It just so happens that I'm celebrity. Okay,
like, you get what I'm saying? To add to the conspiracy, this man has the man who killed Nipsey has a lawyer, right? Now, this same lawyer he has was a prosecutor for OJ, right? For OJ, right. He can't afford that. How do you he was trying to lock up OJ, so which means this man has a status. We know he's known. We know who this man is. This man is obviously. I mean, I'm pretty sure to get him as a lawyer is going to cost some money, right? Who's paying, bro? Just to add to the conspiracy, who is paying for this regular guy, this regular crip, to get this big time lawyer? Right. Yeah. That right there to me is fishy, man. And you're 100% correct, but it's just like me, Aubrey. I tend to keep a clear head and say, you know what? He's not gonna be any more alive than whatever. Yeah, true. You get what I'm saying? So I'm not even about to sit here and say how this man affording this and how he doing that and how he doing this. Dead is dead, bro. Like, you get what I'm saying? Yeah, we can come up with 100 solutions. Say, oh, Oprah paid for it. That don't bring Nipsey back a little bit. Like, you get what I'm saying? He don't come alive a little bit. He'd be like, oh, that gives me a little more life. So I don't know. But that's just me. Well, I don't know. It's sad though. I hate that. With this saying that he was a great man. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of things that he influenced me. You know, a couple things that influenced me was how he learned, and as he learned, he taught, and especially to the young people. He showed me that as soon as you learn something valuable, you teach it to the young ones, because the young ones are next up to come. And, you know what I mean? To me, that was actually a good lesson to learn from, as well as being an entrepreneur, you know what I'm saying, doing for self. Right. He was real big on that. And the fact that he did so much for self after his passing, all his music, how everything shot up, everybody listening to his music, he got all that revenue. It's like he was taking care of his family even in death. Like, that's how self-reliant he was. Like, that's what I want to do. You know what I mean? Right. You know what I mean? What influences, like, what do you think? I like with his music, he made it. Like, I never rap about killing people, and of course he'll probably rap about guns and stuff like that, but it was more motivation, right? Like, when you listen to his music, and I tend to feel like I got a little piece of Nipsey in my music. Like, you get what I'm saying? He made it cool to want to tell you, bro, you don't even have to be a rapper, bro. You don't have to sell drugs. You don't have to do anything. If you want to be a teacher, be a teacher. If you want to be a mailman, be a mailman. It's not lame to want to be a mailman, bro. It's not lame to want to fail. And as long as you're trying, like, he made it cool to motivate. So when I listen to my music, like, you know, when I'm making music, I try to motivate as well, because he made it cool. Like, you know what, let's motivate someone. So that's kind of and amongst other things that, you know, I could go on and on, but that was one of the main things that I took. Like, you know what, he's making it cool to motivate someone. Well, instead of telling someone, you know what, let's go kill these niggas, so let's dope. He's making it cool to. That's the vibe that's going on in California. But check this out. We had some stuff going on here in Texas. In Dallas, there was a chick. I can't really say her name, man. LaDeja Lee, something like that. I'm tell you what happened though. In Dallas, I guess maybe him and her got into it. However, this is a white man. Mm-hmm. When I say this white man was giving her some blows for a grown man,
I think I seen the video.
I'm talking about he giving her some blows, man.
The black, they were like a parking lot, right?
Mm-hmm. And they just sitting there people just sitting there recording this. You know what I'm saying? This black woman is getting demolished, bro. And this is out of line, man. Like, I don't know. As a black man, how does that even make you feel seeing something like that, man?
I guess it's two sides.
It's two sides?
Yeah.
Okay.
You may not like what I gotta say.
I want to hear what you gotta say.
First off, I don't know what's happening in Dallas,
mm-hmm.
right? Like you got, like I was talking to Deidre. Remember the lady ran into the dude's house. She said she had the wrong house. She thought it was hers, and she killed him.
Oh yeah.
And then now this is just like, damn, what the hell is going on? With him doing that, of course, on one hand, it's like, the fuck? Are you bold?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like to sit here and beat this black woman up, but then again, let's take color off of it.
Mm-hmm. Just a woman, period?
Just a woman. Like on one hand, yeah, as a black man, it furious. Like I'm furious. Like
mm-hmm.
what the fuck? But then on the other hand, and I don't know her. I don't know what they going through. I don't know if she know this man or what. Shit. What if it just so happened to be a black woman that deserved to get? Yeah, you get what I'm saying. Not saying that she deserved it, mm-hmm. but just saying we looking at a video now as a black man and just put the black and white on it, and we just looking at a black man beat up. I hate it. Now on the other hand, I see. Oh, he was beating her ass.
So, what do you think?
He was beating the shit out of her.
I don't see. What
I'm not
she
saying. I'm not. No. I'm not saying she. I'm not saying that she deserved it or anything. I'm saying that we don't like. Sometimes us as black people, we would put black and white on it. You get what I'm saying? Like, let's say if I was white and my woman was black and we mm-hmm. got into it, mm-hmm. right? And I hauled off and smacked the shit out of it. It wouldn't just be me smacking a woman; it'd be me smacking a black woman.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Now, on the other hand, let's say if she punched me and then I hit her, it wouldn't be me just hitting a woman back; it'd be me hitting a black woman. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? But if she was white, we wouldn't really like that nigga just beat that bitch up. Like it wouldn't even be a one. It'd just be he beat that woman up. We wouldn't even put color on it. Mm-hmm. Right. So I think that it is horrible, bro. He deserved the wrath of God, right? Because whether she was black or white, if I would have seen it, y'all would have intervened just off of like, let me stop lying. I probably wouldn't have intervened because I really would let people have their own business.
I think that's the issue. That is our problem, man. We do.
If me and my girl are getting into it, listen. But that's what I'm saying. We putting black and white on it. I'm taking black. I'm taking black and white away from it. If mm-hmm. I see you and your girl, and it's just the truth. If you and your girl getting into it, and you mm-hmm. haul off and smack the shit out your girl, bro, I ain't gonna lie. You just haul off and smack the shit out your girl. I'm gonna let you smack her. Mm-hmm. That's just me being honest. I'm gonna let you mm-hmm. smack her. Because if me and my girl getting into it and my girl smack me, and one of her homegirls come up and try to handle her for smacking me, she need to get on their ass because that ain't got nothing to do with her. They need to let me get my ass smacked. Mm-hmm. Because that's between me and her. Me and her probably gonna go off and get married in 30. You get what I'm saying?
This ain't no regular smack now.
All right. Now let's go to this. Not saying that I don't know. We looking at the clip of the video, bro. Man, from what we just looking at, yeah, this dude need to be body slammed from a plane.
He was in there with the you good.
Yeah, for real, right. Now, let's just like I said, we in the day of the internet and we just put black on everything. Like if something happened mm-hmm. with a black woman, and I'm just giving you two different. I'm black and proud. I am black and proud. Mm-hmm. But this man probably not racist at all. He just beat this girl up. Like you get what I'm saying?
She was black.
It just so happened that she was black. He probably just that type of motherfucker. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. This ain't his first rodeo. He done smacked up.
He done smacked white bitches, black bitches, green bitches, orange. Like you get what I'm saying? It just so happens that this time it was on camera and
mm-hmm.
he did it to a black one. So again. I don't want to throw race on it mm-hmm. and turn it into some black, white, mm-hmm. like, oh, he did this because he was white and she was black. Mm-hmm. Now, what I will say is, yeah, that nigga, he was beating the shit out of her. Okay. And the mic that he was using, he probably could have just hit her once and it would have been over. He was beating her up.
But that's what I'm saying. I think that we got to talk about this. We got to talk about what we tolerate. You know what I'm saying? Because I remember seeing another video of a guy was drowning and these kids recorded it. You know what I'm saying? And the kids, when the guy died, he drowned. And the kids didn't get charged for not helping them because they didn't have to, and by law they didn't have to help the man. But the point is, we're so caught up in wanting to record and be
right.
You know,
that's what it is.
When are we gonna take the responsibility? Because this could tie into that Nipsey Hussle situation. Like, when are we gonna take the responsibility to not want to just be bystanders all the time?
Yeah.
We got to intervene because, bro, it's been so much going on. I remember seeing another video of an old lady getting punched by, or kicked, I think, by a younger dude, and everybody just wants to watch, man. Like,
but I'm about to tell you why. I'm about to tell you the issue where we at. We live in the future, right? Okay. But in a bad way. Remember 10 years ago, if you was fighting at school, people had cell phones at school. You don't have your same phone number since we was in 9th grade. You don't have the same phone. How many fights we done seen at school? Hundreds. I done got into fights. Name one time somebody pulled out a camera. Never. Because somebody pulled out a camera, we probably get on their ass like, what are you doing? Don't record me.
Right, you can get me in trouble.
Not even get me in trouble. Like, who the nigga? What the fuck? Like, how bold are you to come put a camera in my face while I'm fighting? You get hit too. But we live in the future now to where, let's record it. So at a point in time, we was like, nah. I think that generation has gotten older, and then the next generation, which is who is doing the recording, they don't care about recording. They want you to, you know what I'm saying? When they doing these interviews and they saying how much dope they done sold and what they used to do, and then they go to jail, and then they blame it on the person that interviewed them. Right? You know you're being recorded. Why don't you stop? Or why don't you say, don't record me? Either or. You can say, don't record me when I say this, or you don't do it. So I think that we're in that day and age to where people are
recording is cool.
Yeah, recording is cool.
Because people even in our generation do it. I just think the other day some drama was going down in some
because they mentally not unstable. If I see you going through something with somebody, I'm not about to pull up my phone and record it.
So I mean, do you think that we need to start putting our phones down to start engaging in these situations?
It's hard to say.
I mean, because you can't get you. No,
it's hard to say because again,
down to that.
just like we living in the future. If I see a woman, black, green, orange, yellow, getting demolished, right? On one hand, I should step in because, bro, what if this woman die, right? But then I go in to help that woman, and then the person being her ass shoot me in the goddamn face,
right? Or
I should have mind my business.
Check this out. Or she did some, I think her name was Lorena Bobbitt shit, where she cut off the dude dick and threw it off on the highway or something. You know what I'm saying? Does she deserve to get mollywopped like that?
Oh yeah, she got her ass beat. She got her ass beat. Did you hear about the dude that was signed with like Wu-Tang West or some shit? It's an old story, bro. But this nigga got high off like some PCP or some shit, bro. He got hella high. Went on the balcony, bro. Held his dick and chopped that bitch off, and then jumped. Now this is the sad part. He survived.
He survived.
He survived. Yeah, he was like with Wu-Tang, but he was like not with official Wu-Tang. He was like Wu-Tang West or some shit, like with a subdivision of Wu-Tang. Yes, bro. It just made me think of that when he was like, yeah, the woman that did. Yes, this nigga went to the balcony. Was high on PCP
and then tried to commit suicide and was unsuccessful.
And jumped off the building. Jumped off the balcony and survived.
They just call him Balls.
He just balls deep. That's his name now, balls deep.
Did you see T.I. calling out the Dallas rappers? Because
for that? But that's what I'm saying, that we put everything. And first of all, let me say this. I F's with T.I. But since when was it a rapper's job to just uphold? What about rock and roll? Why you didn't call Beyonce? Why you didn't call James Harden? You get what I'm saying? Well, like, why are you calling? Like, we are entertainers. We are rappers.
People to step up, man.
I know, but I'm saying, why is it? And I'm going to ask this: why in today's age? Why is it the rapper's responsibility to be the? You get what I'm saying? I got the
perfect answer for that because we live in the entertainment world, and now our rappers are becoming our leaders, and it is what it is. It's just the way that it's shifted.
No, again, no, not. Because you hear about all the good that Beyonce's doing, or you hear all the good that Oprah. Like you hear that what people that aren't in the entertainment industry, I mean that aren't rappers are doing, or you can even.
Well, it's not rappers alone; it's entertainers.
Oh no, it's rappers. Everybody expects to rap, bro. If someone said you don't ask an R&B singer, or you don't ask a rock and roll person to go intervene and like. You know what I'm saying? Like, why you not marching? Why you not doing this? You don't ask black country stars.
They have the attention. They have the attention.
Who?
And being these rappers.
Do you know the the most successful genre of music? And this was about 2 years ago, I would think, or about 5 years ago. I think
country or rock and roll.
It's country.
It's country. Okay.
It's country. So when you say they got the attention, no rappers don't.
That's not predominantly black, and that's who's
again. No, they have black country stars.
They do. Know what I'm saying? They do. But I'm just saying they're not predominantly black.
Okay, so why you don't ask the NBA? Why you don't go and ask?
You got Kawhi Leonard. That's a perfect example. You got somebody like LeBron who's making a difference.
I know that's what I know, but if he doesn't, you're not making an issue. If he doesn't, if he does not, if LeBron says nothing, you don't make an issue. But if Aubrey doesn't say anything, it's a problem.
And you know what? That goes
like. Do you get what I'm saying? So why are rappers? I'm not knocking T.I. Yes, if you want to say something, say something. But when did rappers? I think that we need to stop putting us rappers on such a pedestal and just look at us where we are. We're rappers. That's
y'all
it.
Have the attention, like y'all. I'm sorry.
Fuck attention. It's not my job to sit there.
It ain't your job, but it becomes your responsibility. Listen. You have it. You have the power. So you're not going to use great power comes great responsibility. Perfect example.
I understand. Okay, listen. If I have a car, I own 5 cars, and I see people walking on the street, is it my fault for not saying, here, you can have a car, or let me give you a ride? No. So I have the power. Like, who's the one that sat there and said, no, this is all your responsibility. It's up to you. Like, why are rappers and I'm saying that as a gift and a curse. I'm saying it for one, because God damn it, we are just rappers. And I'm saying it for two. Look, and I'm saying it for two. Listen, I'm saying it for two. As far as, bro, why aren't you asking community leaders? Why aren't you asking activists to do this? Why are you asking? You cannot expect someone that raps about drugs and fucking and has a stupid ass voice. Not saying anything about Dallas rappers. I'm just saying anyone that has no substance. Not saying Dallas rappers does not have substance. Again, I F for Dallas, right? But just saying you cannot expect someone like Lil Pump or Soulja Boy or someone that rap like. I would not expect them to have just a grasp on, like, I wouldn't look at them for leadership. I would look at them for exactly what they are. Just same with a football player, same with you get what I'm saying? I'm not looking at someone that raps in the studio for political advice. I'm not looking for them to stand there like, I'm looking at you for good music. That's it. So at what point did we say, you know what, it's your responsibility
I can tell you at what point. At the point to where hip hop influences the world.
It's been influencing the world.
Okay. So at that point, when it's influencing the world now,
but it's not hip hop. It's black people. It
is. But who are most rappers? They're black people.
Not in 2019. you got way more Asian rappers and white rappers, and you know what I'm saying. And you got black. Like, so why aren't you telling, since they want to be hip hop? So why aren't you telling the white rappers to do it? Like, you get what I'm saying? That since you want to be part of this, why aren't y'all sticking up for, like, who made rappers just bigger than the fucking president? Like, go talk to an ex-president and tell them to come stand up. Like, this is not their job. Now, it'd be cool if they did stand up. But bro, these are rappers. Some of them didn't even finish high school. And then you want them to come and stand up for somebody?
That means nothing too, because I mean, some of our greats maybe didn't get the highest education.
Oh, I'm not talking. No. Okay, you're right. I'm not talking about as far as education. As far as
I know. But I mean, up to someone who didn't even pass.
No. Okay, I said it. That's not what I meant. Okay. I mean, as far as I'm sitting here worrying about these people getting their life together, and I still need to go get my diploma. Or I'm still worried about. I still need to go make sure my family's straight. Like, why? Like, there's other stuff. Like, I am a rapper. I don't sit in my house all day and think of a master plan on how to increase like the community, which I would love to if that happens. But if I wanted to do that, I should have been a politician, or I should have been running. I did exactly what I do. I want to make bottles. You can't knock me and say, bro, these bottles don't hold acid. Because I wanted to make them out of plastic. I wasn't thinking I was gonna make them out of glass. What the fuck holds acid? Like, I wanted to make plastic bottles. So you can't knock me for making plastic.
I don't knock a rapper for not, you know what I'm saying, for not doing it, but I'm just saying if you had the opportunity.
But that's with anybody.
True.
So you're telling me that it's 100% rappers' jobs to make sure that
it's not.
If something go on when something go wrong in San Antonio, it's my job to come and say, hey, don't do that. No. Now, if I do that, it's all love. But you can't get mad if I don't, because I never do. Who put me in this position? Who gave me this position?
Okay. So earlier you had brought up, what you say, Mac Dre, right?
Right.
Mac Dre, he had a real pimp-like personality. Am I right or wrong?
not a pimp. Like he was more, like he was more eccentric. He was more exciting. He was more. I don't know if you know hype. So Mac Dre, this how I would put it. Mac Dre created hyphy. Kick the Sneak gave it a name. Okay. You get what I'm saying? Like
the reason why I brought him up because he was great with his words and he seemed like
he was more.
He reminded me of a pimp in a sense, just the way he put things together.
You're right. Yeah.
And so my question is were pimps really the real kings of game, like the real Max? I mean, when it came to a pimp, it was all about his words. His words were solid. You know what I mean? When it came to him talking to that woman, he was immaculate with his words. You know what I'm saying?
I think that's why. Like I know pimps, like real, and not like the homies that be like I'm pimping and they got a couple of cars. Some of my homeboys pimp. You know what I'm saying? Some of them girls on Backpage and all that, right? But then I've actually met real deal pimps like that. They 60 now. Like you get what I'm saying? Like they going through all they catalog. Shout out Bama, man. Me and my best friend Yola, man. We used to go to Bama house. It's an old school pimp, man. Shout out to Bama and Mama Liz. Mama Liz, I don't want to call her a hoe, but at that time, like she's probably his bottom hoe at the time. You know what I'm saying? This is his wife now, though. You know what I'm saying? It's like this way back in the day. Mama Liz is his wife now. This is a real deal pimp. Bama a pimp right now. Right. This nigga's 70.
Well, this conversation isn't about pimps. This conversation is about game.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm about to get to that. That's what I'm about to get to that. Now, I think that it was more why it was so impactful is because it take a lot to just convince somebody with words. Like if I could move a mountain with my words.
But that's why I think great pimps did. They did.
And that's what I'm saying. That's why
that is great game to be able
to move a mountain with your words. Like you get what I'm saying? So they used to say, my vernacular is spectacular.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like I could with just a word. I could move that. I don't have to use my hand. That's immaculate.
So we got to ask ourselves as men. So when we sit there and say, my Mac game tight. My woman, that's why my woman's the way she is with me, because my Mac game tight. You know what I'm saying? Can a man sit there and say his Mac game tight, knowing that at some point in the relationship, he had to shake up a few times? You know what I'm saying? A real Mac.
No, that come with the game.
Never have to put his hands on a woman.
Yes, that's
a
real pimp and a real Mac.
So,
well, that's what I'm saying. You don't know. I've been around.
Game,
that is okay, but that's again.
How is getting physical?
It's like
that's not. We don't have the real game.
Okay, well, I don't know what to tell you. Again, I'm not a pimp, but I know, and it's just part of it. It's not that I'm just gonna beat your ass, but it's just like a child. Sometimes I'm not saying that these women are children, but sometimes you got to be disciplined. Right now, this is the game you in. So by me saying this, you're probably looking at it as how do you discipline a grown ass woman? Now, you would never understand because it's their mentality. You get what I'm saying? But that's what it is. So it's like, oh well, a real Mac would never have to. Well, that's thinking with your mind, right?
But that's you just agreed that real game is verbal.
It's not. I didn't say it was real game. I said that it's immaculate. No, it's immaculate.
Same difference.
It's immaculate, baby. But sometimes, so you're telling me that if this woman come back and she was supposed to do whatever she was supposed to do and didn't do it, and it's the third time I'm not doing it, and then you smack the shit out of her.
You're talking in a pimp sense. I'm talking about just your woman, just regular wife, regular girlfriend. If she didn't do what you asked her, you asked her, can you wash dishes, baby, before I get home? You should be able to immaculate with your words and get her to do them damn deal. You don't do them.
But I'm not a pimp. So if she don't, I'm not
about
a pimp.
This is about game.
I know. Okay, that's what I'm saying. I'm not in that game. I'm not in like with me and my girl. Shit, I like my girl to talk back sometimes. Sometimes shit, I told her shit. Prime example. Yesterday, we get up together. We meet up, and she said, "I've been gone all day." And she said, "Oh, I didn't clean the house." I said, "You didn't clean the house?" She's like, no, I had, she do hair and I had somebody hair to do and then I had to go do this. And I'm thinking, nigga, no, I've been going all day. What the fuck you mean you didn't clean the house? Now, she didn't start cleaning the house until today. This was yesterday. I can appreciate her pushing back a little bit because I wanted to be her own woman. Now, of course, on one hand, dude, get up and clean up. You know what I'm saying? Like I said. But on the other hand, what piece of shit, weak ass woman I want like that.
Mhm.
Like I don't want no weak ass woman that nigga she gonna yeah, I want her to listen to me, but I listen to her as well. Because sometimes I think my mom to say, shut the fuck up, you're making too much noise, and guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna quiet the fuck down. So I'm not in that game to fucking just try to make her 100% submissive and do what the fuck I say. I don't want that, because I need her to be as truthful as me as possible. I don't want her to just do it because I said do it. If she don't feel like doing it, let me know you didn't feel like doing it. Now, if we gonna go back and forth, we might go back and forth, but I'm not tripping on you having your own mind. Now, I'm not a Mac. Like, I'm not sitting there trying to Mac my woman up and lie to her.
I mean, just keep it real, man. The pimps didn't get it wrong, bro. The more you talk to your woman, and the more you get into her head, the less you probably do have to worry about.
Now again, I'm gonna say that as well. It depends on y'all's relationship. See, me and my girl, our relationship is we both stubborn, but we also super in love with each other. So we'll get that shut the fuck up, right? But we also have that I want to make you happy. Right. So if I say clean the fucking house, she may not do it when I say, but in 10 minutes, or she gonna even clean. You get what I'm saying? So it just depends on y'all's relationship and how that woman respects you. Because nigga can sit there all day and sit there and say, oh, I run my woman. On one hand, yeah, I do run my woman, but on the other hand, her ass run me too. So you get what I'm saying? Exactly. It's like, so I don't know. Again, me and her talking. Yeah.
Well, I want to ask you this. Do you think so think about the long-lasting relationships, the 20 years, the 30-year relationships you've seen.
He done smacked the shit out of like 3 times.
I ain't talking about that.
She done did the same.
Do you think that, as far as relationship goes, do you think that relationships where the partners feel like they need each other last longer, or the partners who feel like they just want each other last longer? Which one lasts longer in a relationship? The one that need each other, or the ones who just want each other?
I would say want is stronger than need, and it might seem weird.
So?
It might seem weird. I'm gonna tell you why. You need water. How often do you drink water? I drink water every day. Like I drink water more, but you want soda. If you go into the store, 9 times out of 10, if you buy something to drink, it's not gonna be a bottle of water. You're gonna get what you want before what you need.
Ooh, that was good. I didn't even think about that.
But so I'm not saying, you get what I'm saying? People, we smoke cigarettes, drink liquor, and do all of that.
That's when it comes to these material things. When it comes to specifically
same thing, relationship,
it's
the same shit. It's a mental thing. It's like, why do you think people cheat? Repeat this.
Because they want. Okay.
No, repeat this. Because they want the opposite. So me and my girl, life good. I ain't got no worries, right? I need my woman to continue what we're doing. Now, yes, she can still strive by herself, and I can still strive by myself. But what we've built together is more than what we had when we were separate. Right. Better living conditions, more money. Like we just living better than what we were living when we were apart. Now, I need her.
So it's a need or want?
I'm about to tell you, I need her to continue doing what she's doing so we can live the way we living, and she needs me to do that. Now, I see a woman with a fat ass over here, and she love a nigga. She don't mind doing it, and she know I got a girl. I want that. It's a want and a need. That's why men cheat, because they most likely gonna go after what they want than what the fuck they need. They need to sit their ass at home and continue being. You get what I'm saying? And living life.
Damn.
But then you go over and do what you want. So that's what I'm saying. Do we go after what we want more? Do we go after what we need? I tend to think that the wants are more than the needs. Now, I'm not saying that it's right, because we need water. But if I told you, hey, Acey, you want something to drink? I got some. What you want? You got a Sprite? I got some water. Nigga don't want no motherfucking water. Like, you get what I'm saying? We gon' so
this is true.
That type of thing.
So I'm gonna ask you this. So this is my opinion. I believe as males, as men, all males, men, we have to provide in order to feel like men. And now, even when I say provide, I mean, I'm even talking about, because you might say, what about the man who doesn't have a family, or who doesn't have kids, or someone to provide for? What about him? Does he feel like less of a man? And I say no to that, because what he does is he takes care of himself. The fact that he's able to get his own car, the fact that he's able to get his own apartment or house, to be able to, or the fact, you know what I'm saying? The fact he pays his own phone bill, doing for self, he's providing for somebody still. You know
who
what I'm
looks
saying?
at it like that?
Well, but think about the world does. Think about this. If this man was living with his mama his mama was paying herself, and would the world look at him as a man?
Mm-hmm.
Hell no, they would.
Yeah.
They would be like, this little boy.
I know a lot
because he can do those things for himself.
We live in San Antonio, Texas. We right by the border. I'm gonna say I love Mexicans.
Mm-hmm.
Bring 5 million more over here. I love Mexicans.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
I got the Mayan calendar around my neck right now. I love Mexicans. Not as much as I love my people, but I also love Mexicans, right? Because I've been around them so long. In a Mexican household, you know how many people be living? My partner Jorge,
mm-hmm.
I call him George, but his name Jorge, right?
Mm-hmm.
He cut hair.
Mm-hmm.
His mama, I think his wife, his sisters, his daddy, and like probably 6 more motherfuckers. They all stay in the same house, and they've
mm-hmm.
been there
mm-hmm.
for life. I've never seen him struggle one time. He's the ultimate epitome of like he's a man. Why isn't he a man? I think us. I don't want to say black people, white people, green people. I just think the mentality of a lot of people is once you turn a certain age, oh, you need to get out or you're not a man. Who says that? Because I know this man right here that's a man, you know what I'm saying? And he still lives with his mother. He still lives with his mama, aunt, grandma. Like he still lives with, my grandmother and my grandmother stayed together until my grandmother died.
Mm-hmm.
Right? My girl, if I ain't got it, she got it.
Mm-hmm.
She's not about to be on no, oh, I'm not about to pay rent this month because I'm a woman and you supposed to have it. No, that's where we come in, and that's why it's two of us. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's 1 + 1 equals more than what 1 is. 1 + 1 equals 2. So I need you.
But does society not? Again,
I don't care. That's if you want to choose with society, it doesn't matter.
Well, before you met your woman, she was part of society. So how she looked at you, she was part of that.
No, because when my woman first met me, guess what? I was living in the projects. She lived in a big ass mansion. You're right. And then when we got and you think
that shuts it all down.
I know, but listen, do you think that I'm gonna say this? Do you think, and I don't give a fuck with nobody, you think that I pay all 100% of my bills at my house and I live good? You think that I pay all that shit is expensive?
I understand that. That's because you're a couple now. It's different. It's different now. Y'all are a couple. What I'm talking about is that attraction to you of thinking you was a man was because you had your own. Point blank, period.
So you said if I stay with my mother, because
it would be looked at totally different. If you say
I've lived it. Okay, now.
It will.
But I've had girlfriends that stay. Well, I guess I've always had my own spot. I have.
Thank you. You have.
Right.
It was only a short period of time.
Yeah, you're right. I never really just had
to.
Unless when I was a kid.
If anything, she respected that come up of you being with your mama, and in the same time of dealing with you, you moved up to your own spot. Damn, that's a man.
Right, but I don't think that it would really. I think it's how you carry yourself. If you carry yourself like a little boy and stay with your mama, then of course they're gonna look at you like you're a little boy staying with your mama. But if I'm a man and I just happen to stay with my mama, like I'm a man.
Well, it's more to
other than me staying with my mom.
It's more to it than just staying with your mom. I'm saying like say your mom's paying yourself. It's like it's a pile up of things. But I can't just say I'm a man just because I have one thing. No, it's a collective of things. But like I said, as men and to be recognized as men, we have to provide. Like
I don't agree.
You don't agree?
I don't.
So did you feel more of a man when you had your child? You can't say you didn't.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Of course you did.
But I felt more of a man when I stayed with my mom and I got my job and still staying with my mom and my mama my grandma and my grandma still.
We fool ourselves though. We know damn well that's not a respectable man at that.
Who's saying that?
What do you mean? Who's saying that?
Listen, this the issue. The only person. Society don't sleep with you at night.
Man,
society don't feed you.
Why do you dress the way that you dress? Because society doesn't matter.
Because I think this looks good. Listen, I wore this sweater and before I left, my girl said, "Take that off. It's hot outside." And it got hot.
But
I left this bitch on because I don't give a fuck about society.
Why?
Because I don't care about looking stupid.
You just said to me earlier that your first appearance means a lot.
You're right, but I'm
Why? To who?
But I'm saying that
to who?
Okay, but I'm not saying that in society that matters. Like as far as what you're saying, that does not matter because society doesn't come home. It's about how much you're going to give society. Now, yes, I would like to come off presentable to you, but if you think that I'm tacky, right?
Society.
All that's gonna do.
The judge, jury, and execution.
No, that's again.
You don't see it.
That's
society will ruin you as a famous person. You do one slip up. Society brings you down.
That depends on the mentality and how you're gonna carry yourself.
There was some great people that got pulled down just because of society standards. Look at R. Kelly right now.
Okay. It's not society standards. It's because he's actually going through some shit. Because if he's actually got to go to court, he's getting judged.
But he's getting judged by the courts of the people for sure. Okay, like Kodak Black. I look Kodak Black.
I'm gonna get
his sales is down. His sales is down over that stuff that he
said about Nipsey.
What he had said about Nipsey.
All right.
The people, society can ruin you.
Now let me say this. Now it's about how he reacts to the situation. Yes, he said that.
He reacting great. His sales still down.
Okay, you're right. But listen, I'm about to just show you how if Kodak Black sits here and dwells on it for 3 months, guess what? That's 3 months of that shit has been happening. If Kodak Black just say, bro, listen, I didn't mean it like that. We done. Let's go do some music. In 3 months, you're not even going to be talking about that no more. Because it's how he's like, I'm not even worried about society. Like, you get what I'm saying? It's like,
he's saying our attention span's so short.
Not even our attention span. How many times has somebody been talking shit about you? This Acey, that shirt raggedy as fuck. Man, that shirt dirty. I hate that shirt. And then in an hour, you still have that shirt on, and you're laughing now. Like what I said really didn't even matter.
It didn't matter. Okay.
Like it was nothing, but your shirt is ugly. So when you say society, because look how you're carrying. You didn't go switch your shirt off. I have nothing else to say to you because I already said the shirt was ugly and you kept it on. Like what? Now I'm just repeating myself and I look stupid. It's like it's about how you're carrying. So no, society don't dictate the motherfucking thing. It's about how you're about to come, and that's just me. I have a strong mind. I really don't give a fuck about society. Like fuck society. I don't care. So if someone came right now and said, "Oh, you this, you that," and I don't like this, like that. Bro, change the channel.
In your opinion, what makes a man?
In my opinion, I judge a man off his principles and I judge a man off his character. You understand? Because I done had homeless people living in my house that are more stand up than some niggas that got their own house. You know these things. Like I done had homeless people living in my house for months. Right or wrong? They live there. And then I'm not doing this shit for this before internet. I mean, we got internet, but this before niggas got cameras and all that. This regular shit. You come over to my house, what we doing? And we chilling and he here. You know what I'm saying? And he more of a man than I've ever than a lot of niggas that I know.
What made him?
I'm about to tell you because what made him a man was his principles and his character. Now, your current situation does not dictate your destination. That's what you got to remember. It does not, your current situation does not dictate your outcome. You can see a nigga right now laying on a bus stop right now. And today you might sit there and say, man, he ain't shit. He broke, he all that. But you don't know what's in his mind. You don't know that if this nigga keeps pushing, he's going to fuck around and become the owner of the world or some shit. Like, you get what I'm saying? The leader of the free world or some shit. So it's like, I think that what the issue that a lot of people have is with me, I don't look at a person for their current situation because I done met a lot of homeless men. I done met a lot of niggas. I done met crackheads. I'm from I done met crackheads. I done been in crackheads' house while they cooking. And I'm like, are you cooking today? Yeah, I'm cooking. I'm hungry. Let me have some just because I don't even see you as a crackhead. I know you do crack. I have seen you do crack. I've seen you buy crack. I probably sold you some fucking crack. Like, I know you do crack. But that is not who you are. Now, the crack is what you do. But when I speak with you, bro, I see so much more than the crack. I see in 2 years, if you just keep this same mentality, minus the crack, bro, you could be amazing. Your current situation is not your destination, bro. I done been poor. I done been without a car. I done been without a lot. And look at me now. You telling me that? So you have to judge me off of that. Are you telling me that I wouldn't be the man that I am today? Like, no, I'm not judging a man off of that.
So what you saying that other words where you start at, it doesn't mean where you're going to end at.
Exactly.
Does that mean you became more of a man gradually?
No, it does not. It means that my time had to come. I was a man then. I was a man then. It's just my situation that I'm in.
I'm just a richer man now, or I'm just a
exactly. Yeah, I'm just what I have does not dictate me. See, what I judge myself off of is as long as my woman is happy and as long as I got my sons, bro, and they happy. Other than that, I don't give a. I swear to God, like I don't care about nothing else. You know what I'm saying? So that's what makes a man. His principles. See, you a man. I don't think you a man because you got a car and you got a job. That is not what makes you a man. What makes you a man to me is when we speak, bro, you're making sense, bro. If you told me that the sky was blue, you make me understand that the sky was blue. I can understand your logic, like you're making sense. Even if I didn't agree with you, I can respect you as a man. You know what I'm saying? I don't care about your shirt being purple. I don't care about you not being able to dress. You never been able to dress. And I've been your best friend. I could have been hanging with, I hung with everybody at school. When we left school, I went to your house. When we go to the studio or something, I'm with Acey. People, why are you hanging with Acey? shit, Acey hanging with me. Shit, he the cool one. Like, he got all the bitches. Like, you get what I'm saying? And you were always tacky. Mm-hmm. That was not who you were, though. Your clothes was not who Acey was.
So the character makes the man.
The character, the principles, what he stand on. Yeah, I think that makes the man. Like I said, I've met homeless men that have nothing to stand on. And they more men than niggas that, I know I got rich friends, too. Mm-hmm. I got people that got millions of dollars or, got more money than I've ever seen in my life. That don't make them men because they got $1 million. All
right. Okay. I'm with you on that.
money and you being, popular and nah, bro, your character, bro. If I can't fuck with your character, if you're not good internally, bro, I can't fuck with you externally, bro. I don't want to fuck with your skin if I can't fuck with your heart, bro. Like, I'm good, bro. I'm good.
Wise words. I heard that, right?
I made that up.
We call those jewels.
I just made that up.
No, man.
Let me ask this though. Let me ask you this.
Wait.
I always wanted to ask this. If your home, remember when we was talking about this, and people on Facebook was like, "Oh, it depends." If I was a snitch on someone, would you still be my friend? If I snitched on someone,
I would still be your friend. It do depend. It do depend on what you did and how you did it. So, say for instance,
if some people was over here fighting and I seen a nigga shoot somebody, and then I went to the cops and said, "Hey, I seen him shoot somebody, and this where he lived."
Right. I can still be your friend.
No.
I can still be your friend. Now, say for instance, if you handed the dude the gun and then he shot him.
Nope.
Check this out. You handed him the gun, he shot him, and then you went and told. No, I can't mess with you.
Bro,
he was part of the crime, and then you told.
No, first off, bro, listen, please don't snitch on nobody. If it was a child that got killed, and I see someone, and this sucks to say because we never really care until it's our own, and I could agree to that. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Just like the Nipsey shit, he was talking about the nigga snitching. They caught the nigga because someone told and said, "Hey, here he goes." Like, you get what I'm saying?
Snitching is important.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, I tend to just, bro, mind your business. It doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt if you just mind your business.
You don't see minding your business as being a problem?
I don't. That's
why it took so long to catch fucking Bin Laden.
Bro, that's funny. I don't. Like, mind your business, bro.
I think we minded too much business.
Nah, hell nah. Listen. No, it's like
it becomes.
It's like one of them things. Like, if we sit here and they say, "Hey, no drinking water in the studio," and then I say, "Acey got his water." Bro, you feel me?
Mind
like,
your business. Mind your business.
Little bitty shit. It's just like, bro, mind your fucking business. If I see some niggas over here fighting and the cops gonna ask me if I seen anything, I don't give a fuck if a nigga got shot.
I got a good question for you,
ain't see shit.
This is a good question for you. Now, you sit there and say, you snitch, I can't be your friend, right?
I can't, bro.
But is there not levels to this shit?
I don't know. What level?
Bullshit, because if you got two sons, if the other son come telling the other son, you gonna quit fucking with your son?
Bro, that's
he didn't clean his room.
That's a kid.
All right, so I'm saying there's levels to this shit. So I want to get
these. I want
to get it together. What's the levels?
There's no level. I'm looking at him for what he is, a child.
Oh my!
I'm not looking at him as snitching.
Okay, I snitched on your son. Hey, Aubrey, didn't you tell your son to clean his room 5 minutes ago?
I'm gonna look at you as an old ass dumb nigga. I'm not gonna look at you snitching. I'm gonna pull him like, bro, don't like you fucking 30, nigga. Don't fucking sit there and tell him like, shut up, bro. And then we're gonna move forward.
Are you gonna quit me, my friend? Though?
No, that's your nephew.
There's levels to the shit.
But if somebody robs a store, if we at the store, if we at a bank, and somebody robs the bank and they get away with it, and then the cops come and ask you, "Hey, did you see what he had on?" And then you're sitting there saying, "Yeah, he had on a bro." I'm like, bro, what are you doing? Like, why are you sitting there telling like, no, bro?
I'm telling them what the guy who robbed the store had on.
Exactly. Like, you're tripping.
Why? I mean, I'm pretty sure the store owner would love me. I probably come in there and get all free shit all the time now because I told.
Under no circumstances, bro. You need to what? Like, why are you just giving up frivolous ass information? That's a cop's job. That's not your job. I honestly don't know how to. I really don't know what else to say.
Is wrong now. So now being a good Samaritan is the not cool thing to do.
Being a good Samaritan, if you need to be a good Samaritan, I'm not about to just give up information. Hey, I was. You guys forgot to question me. Let me let you know that I was.
I'm okay with it, long as you're not part of. To me, it becomes a problem when you're part of that crime, and then you want to start snitching. No, hell no, you shut that.
Okay, now that's okay, and
right
that
there,
you're right.
Now we can quit being friends.
Now
that's on a different level.
You're right on that. If you into this, I guess we speaking from street shit. Like, if you sell dope, you should never tell on anybody. If you get what I'm saying, because nigga, you signed up for this. It's like
It's like when they say if you can't stand the heat, get out the kitchen. That's 100% true.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? Why are you even in the kitchen? You sit your ass on the couch if you cannot come in this kitchen and stand this heat, bro. Stay on the couch, because what's gonna happen is you're gonna come in the kitchen, get burnt, and then you're gonna tell them that my kitchen is unsafe, and they're gonna come in here and shut my kitchen. Just stay over there, bro. Just stay the fuck over there. I don't give a fuck if it's dope. Mm-hmm. What's gonna happen is, right? Mm-hmm. I'm gonna sell dope to somebody, right? Mm-hmm. And the cops gonna come ask you what happened, and you're gonna fuck around and tell the cops what happened, bro. Just stay over there, bro, so you don't even have to have that issue, because you don't even know me. I may fuck around and kill you. I may kill you. So mind your business. If you snitched on someone, Acey, oh my God. Bro.
So what's the lowest level I can snitch at that you would still be my friend? The lowest level. No, there's none. We just talked about there's levels to this. Come on.
Okay, yeah, you can tell me that my son didn't clean his room.
So that's as low as it gets.
It's the lowest.
That's
the highest, nigga. That's the highest.
Your son is high as it
goes. That's the highest of snitching that it can go, bro. And that's like, what? What if they come after you and they kill, bro? I cannot.
For snitching, they come after me for snitching
and then kill me.
Guilty by association.
And you could have just mind your business. Tell me, what do you, when niggas sit there and say, I would never be able to live with myself? How the fuck can't you? How? You alive now, ain't you? How the fuck can't you live with yourself? What are you talking about? Mind your business. Yeah, I'm gonna feel guilty. Time heals off. Just shut the fuck up. Just shut your ass up and let them handle their own business. Okay. So, yeah.
Anything else you want to add, my man?
Man, that's it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Now, again, I will say that snitching did help them catch Nipsey.
That's why I say it's levels. Like, sometimes this shit does help.
Nah, because somebody kill me, y'all motherfuckers better snitch. Y'all better snitch. Somebody whack me, y'all better snitch. Acey?
Yep.
You better tell.
I was already with the snitching.
You better, yeah. I've been with it. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, man? But yeah, that's it, bro. Yeah, just I don't know. I couldn't just be giving up frivolous information, but that's all my little input. That's crazy. I actually see someone. I asked that because I see someone talking about that and saying, like, we was on Facebook and they were saying, oh, it depends. If I see someone murdering such and such, yeah, I'll tell. And this is like, I wouldn't. If I seen such and such get killed, no man, I would. Yeah, nigga, obviously they a killer. Obviously,
right?
They a killer.
They coming for you next.
Why am I gonna tell them? Hell no! I'm for the most shit. Y'all better look for some cameras around this bitch.
No clues. You my blue?
Yeah. His name start with a B. Just dry snitching. It's a color. They call him. Like, hell no, I couldn't do it. I don't know. I couldn't do it. I done got my house broken into. I didn't got my house. I didn't call the cops.
And say you knew who the person was.
Oh yeah.
You gonna retaliate on your own, or you gonna call the cops?
I retaliated on my own.
I'm calling the cops for what you talking about. Because then you retaliate on your own, and they come back, and then now you got a whole bunch of, you know what I'm saying, back and forth.
And the crazy part is, and I'm gonna tell you this last time my house got broken into, and just to show you, last time my house got broken into, they took like my son's Xbox and some other shit, right? Mm-hmm. I suspected the person that did it, right? I want to beat the shit out of this nigga, right?
You beat the shit out of him?
I did. I didn't even get to touch him. Mm-hmm. Someone killed him.
Oh shit.
No, you get what I'm saying? I didn't call no cops or nothing. Like,
you let life handle it.
That's between. You get what I'm saying? I'm not about to look at you now. Look at your ass now.
Well, if you would have snitched on him, he probably would have went to jail
and got out.
He wouldn't have got killed, and you could have saved his life. No, you could have saved a life. And
it's fuck me, fuck you too.
So that guy died because of you.
He took my son's Xbox. whoever, yeah. And I suspected who it was. They come to find, you know, this nigga just got killed. Damn, he died. I thought he broke in my house. I was waiting to see this man. He died. Yeah.
Well,
I was just gonna beat him up. I was just gonna fight you.
Yeah. You
done fucked with the wrong nigga. And if I would have called the cops, your ass just would have. Who calls the cops? Like, what would they have done? I can't even think. Every time my house got broken into, I couldn't think of what the cops would have done. I've never called it. My house got broken into.
Okay.
Remember when my house got broken into in when I stayed over there by Pecan Valley?
Mm-hmm. I remember.
I didn't call it
out because the way you making it sound like as if cops aren't important. I'm not saying you are saying that, but I'm gonna ask you this: do you really believe that we can govern our own neighborhoods?
And with certain things, yeah.
With certain things,
yeah.
So you don't. No, this is my fact. Let's make it yes, no. Do you think we can govern our own neighborhoods?
Yes.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
We don't have. The reason I say with certain
cops.
things. The reason I say with certain things is exactly that. People, we don't have ambulances. We don't have. You know what I'm saying? We don't have badges. We don't have a sense of authority that someone is just going to listen and say, if I say, hey, don't sell drugs right here, don't do this right here, they just going to listen. They're like, nigga, I don't give a fuck, right? So yeah, but at the same time, we could do things that cops can't do. See, cops got to be politically correct. Like I said, someone broke in my house. I could have called the cops. They would have probably. How they gonna even find a nigga, right? Mm-hmm. Whatever, right? But call the cops, they arrest the guy, take him to jail, right? He get out and do this shit again. Now look, nigga break in my house and I beat the fuck out of him, like beat the shit out of him, bro. Like fuck his life out, fam. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? The odds of him doing it again is very slim, very slim. Like, you get what I'm saying? As opposed to just going to jail. How many times? Just think. How many times I done speed so many times? Mm-hmm. I speed. Mm-hmm. Just think if you got your ass beat every time you speed, every time you sped.
Probably wouldn't speed.
You wouldn't speed no more. But you do it because nigga, this ain't shit. I just pay a couple of dollars, or I just I could buy a car cash. Fuck a license. Like, you know what I'm saying? I still do it.
Well, who handles a domestic dispute better? Individuals or the cops?
I don't think cops need to get into domestic disputes.
So say it's something going on in the neighborhood, you say we should be able to come together as a neighborhood.
Not a neighborhood. Stop. Nope. I think that's between, if it's domestic, it's between them.
Then it gets worse and worse. He ends up strangling her or something. We could have stopped.
Again, see, that's what I'm saying. That's you doing too much. You doing too much. Like, why are you if you strangle if you strangle your woman right now, I'm gonna let you strangle her. That ain't got shit to do with me. So just know that. And if she's strangling you, I'm gonna let her strangle you. That's just
in society eyes. She was strangling me. It's cool.
In my eyes, if you strangle her, it's cool. Shit, and I'm in society, so there you go. Yeah, if you and your woman get into it and you smack the shit out of her, I ain't gonna be like, damn, Acey smacked her. I'm probably gonna just continue watching TV. So you're saying we can govern our own neighborhoods? Cops aren't as needed. They are needed.
So why are they needed then?
They're needed because it was just like the principal, right? Mm-hmm. My son know damn well. And I let him, like, the principal cannot touch you. Your teacher, the counselor, nobody at your school can touch you. Mm-hmm. They could write you up. They can tell you that you got to go to the principal's office, but they cannot touch you, right? Me, I could touch you, right? Mm-hmm. But just because they have that sense of entitlement, my son respects them, right? So when he goes to school, when the principal says, hey, you need a pass when you're walking through the hall, or you need to raise your hand before you ask a question. My son does it because they have that sense of authority. Same thing is in the neighborhood. It's just like, why you think your daughters mind you? Because you have that sense of authority. They're not going. I'm their uncle. They're not going to mind me like they mind you. And I'm older than you. Like, you get what I'm saying? You have that sense of authority. So if a cop comes and they know that there could possibly be repercussions, right, from someone with authority, right? Then, you know what? Let me call the laws. Hey, I need this going down, and they doing this, and they could potentially take your ass to jail and lock you up. Me, I'm not gonna take you to jail, lock you up. It's just we both got pros and cons. I could beat your ass and you do it right. They gonna lock you up and take you away.
So it is, you know, we need the cops because of the fact that we scared them.
I would say we need cops in my area.
They've over time they've got us to the point that we're scared of them. Plain and simple.
Nah, my girl tell me all the time, quit talking shit to the cops. All the time.
She says she's talking shit to them?
No, she tell me all the time, quit talking shit to them cops. Like, who's scared of them?
Yeah, man, that's some privileged shit. We don't talk shit to the cops. What do you mean?
Bro.
That results in a gunshot.
I'm not.
Damn.
Nah, I be talking cash money shit. And I'm like, hey,
shit.
The fuck? We get pulled over, they ask me for my ID and be adamant about asking for my ID. I'll be adamant and probably cuss their ass off like, fuck no, what the fuck? Like, I'm saying what I want, doing what I want, all that. And I'm not giving you no ID.
This man is brave.
It's not brave. It's just, it's not, and it's not law or anything. Like I said, it just depends on the
individual.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. I can rock with you on that. Well, man, we done been on here for a while. We appreciate the people, you know what I'm saying, spending time with us, you know what I mean?
Already.
Yo, this is Radioactive Podcast, y'all.
Hey, make sure to F with us on YouTube as well. Just look up Radioactive Podcast, like and subscribe us on YouTube. And if y'all not already following us on Facebook right here, y'all make sure y'all follow us. And
Follow.
And Instagram. Appreciate it, sis. You feel me? And Instagram, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. I ain't smoked all day.
All right, y'all, man.
I'm just fucking with you. Y'all be good.